You're watching 18 News at 5.
The opinions and views expressed in Political Talk belong to its commentators and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Welcome to this week's Political Talk with Democratic commentator Dora Leland and Republican commentator Tom Santori.
Governor Cuomo turned nursing homes into COVID death chambers.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's administration under federal scrutiny for its handling of COVID-related fatality data at nursing homes. According to a senior official familiar with the investigation, the U.S. Attorney's Office in Brooklyn and the FBI have launched a preliminary inquiry. Fallout comes after a 76-page report from New York's Attorney General last month, revealing the state had been underreporting deaths in nursing homes and long-term care facilities by as much as 50%.
There is a reason why there's an executive branch and a legislative branch of government. It's all about checks and balances. It was like that when I was county executive. You know, there's two separate forms of government. I think where this thing really got off course is the legislature, the assembly, and the Senate. They stepped back early on with this governor and really let the executive branch drive the car in total. I'm not just talking about the things they gave up, the powers they gave to him because of COVID-19. They really stepped back, and he was the person that was running the government. It was a criticism that a lot of people had. You know, when the Republicans had the Senate, there were checks and balance, but I think when you get two houses and the governor all in the same party, sometimes you can give up too much power. And this thing really has become, you know, really a tragedy. You know, to think that, and I give New York State Attorney General Letitia James, you know, real credit, because, you know, I hear the governor blaming Trump and the Republicans, but it was really her that came out and showed that there was an undercount of the number of people that went to nursing homes. She did it. And I got to say, it takes a lot of guts to do that. And she stood by it. When you get the FBI involved, the Department of Justice involved, when it's not just Republicans, it's Republicans and Democrats that want an investigation. Wow. Listen, in politics, a day can change your entire life. And I think this is a very changing environment.
There's definitely a political crisis happening for the governor. This is going to be one of those odd times where Tom and I are actually agreeing quite a bit today. I think that the New York State legislature is realizing that there's too much concentrated power in the hands of the executive. At the beginning of March, perhaps it was warranted. We were in a state of emergency. This was a never before seen crisis in our time. And New York was hit particularly hard. So I know that both chambers right now are debating reversing those unilateral emergency powers that they granted to the governor. The Senate may act next week on a bill that would create a 10-person commission made up of both assembly persons and senators that would take a look at some of the governor's emergency actions and maybe even roll back some of them. I think that this is a clear indication that the political climate is changing for the governor. I wouldn't count him out. He is quite a politician. And I also wouldn't discount some of the good things he did at the beginning. But this clearly was a mistake.
That will do it for this edition of Political Talk. For the very latest edition of Political Talk and past episodes, simply log on to our website, mytwintiers.com.